matching. I love this. We haven't seen each other all day and we just happen to both put on green. What are the odds? Amazing. Welcome, everyone. Come on in, come on in. This is episode number 68 of the Marriage Go Round podcast. It is a relationship podcast. We are live, which means your comments can end up on the screen and you can become a part of the conversation. And before you ask, oh, I didn't know y'all was married. Are y'all really married? Yes, we are a real life married couple. As it says right there, I'm Tanjareen. He's CT. And before we get started, really, let's see who was in here before we even created this. As soon as I created this live. First up was Just Cuz. MGR Wednesday, another beautiful day. Thank you. And let's see, Latasha Luxury says, woohoo, MGR, which of course is Marriage Go Round. Autumn Reed says, let's go, Marriage Go Round. Been feeling like a fiend, waiting all day for a new episode. She's giving up on the song lyrics because we blew it. We blew it the last couple times. So she's just typing regular messages. I don't blame you, Autumn Reed. And thank you for waiting for us all day. Hey, let's go. Emperor Kev says, Jordan Taylor, who's usually first but isn't today, says, get excited, everyone. Marriage Go Round is about to get exhilarating. I'm getting so fired up. Well, thank you for your enthusiasm, Jordan Taylor. Happy hump day from Jarrell, MGR time, but I'm positioned Facebook. Not sure what you're trying to say, Guy Tripp, but thank you for being here, Guy. And Miss Cheryl giving our favorite emojis and the waves. How you feeling today, babe?
I'm here. That's how I'm feeling today. I'm here. I am starting to have a great day from this moment.
Okay. So can everybody send some positive words and compliments to my baby because he's not having the best of days. He's not in a great mood. Just tell him nice things about himself. I want to see some positive things about CT in the comments right now. I need y'all to be there. You know how you check on your strong people? I need you to be there for my baby right now and say some nice things. Before that, loving the sweater, green heart emoji. Thank you so much. Latasha Luxuries. Hey, Tanjareen, yo, CT, how are you doing? Big Meech, he's not doing so well. So leave him some positive thoughts. Let's see. When we gonna talk ish on Twitch, bro?
Soon, man. Soon.
All right. Autumn Reese says, no, I just didn't have time to look up and recreate lyrics today, but I'll be back at it soon. Thank you, Autumn Reed. Love the frames, Ty says.
Thank you.
They are
some
nice
old
glasses.
joints I decided to wear today. I appreciate that.
These old things. That's what he just hit you with. CT, that chest, Latasha says.
Ha, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Ashley White throwing up our favorite emoji. CT looking good, my guy. Pause, Emperor Kev says.
Appreciate that.
See, positive things. Say some nice things about my baby. Give him some compliments. I know this Marriage Go Round is certainly going to cheer CT up. I hope so. CT, you have great taste in wives. Mario Smurf, that is not how you cheer him up, but I appreciate that compliment for me. Them lips, CT, Latasha said. Okay, she went from the chest to the lips. Think you need to see what's up with Latasha Luxuries.
Appreciate that.
Hey,
Latasha.
You the man, CT. Guy Tripp says, love the green on you, Tangerine. Thank you, Ashley. Happy birthday, Biggie Whitaker. Happy birthday. How am I or how are they?
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I was excited to do this with you. This is our bonding time. This is our therapy time. This is our time to check in on you guys and your relationships. I've had a super busy week, and yesterday was extremely busy. But I feel like how parents feel when they have so much to do with their own job and then taking care of their kids and getting their kids to practice and getting their lunches made and making something for the bake sale at the last minute, and just they can't wait to get finished with that day because it was so much to do, and then the next day is kind of the same. That's how I feel a lot of times in my life, and yesterday was one of those days for me. But I still did Tangerine's Top Talent. Ended the day at Dave & Buster's with the SAG strike captains being honored from SAG after they paid for us to eat and play games all night at Dave & Buster's, which I realize is very draining. All the lights and computers and video games is very it's very stimulating to the senses, and it's kind of like you get overstimulated. A lot of people were like, ooh, I'm exhausted. But I got a lot of money left on some cards, so we're going to do a date night at Dave & Buster's. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
It does not. It used to be. We used to do all of those.
I used to take you to surprise parties there.
What was the other place that we went to? It was called...
the one in Universal?
It was a girl's name.
Jillian's,
yes. Yeah.
Jillian's
was at Universal City Walk.
Yes.
And that was fun only because their prices were so much, the food and the prices were so much better than Dave and Buster's. And it was so close, so much closer.
Yeah,
and like we were around the corner at that time. And then they closed. And this is where I learned the lesson to spend the card money when you got the card money.
Okay.
Because we had like, I want to say close anywhere between $20 and $50 on a Jillian's card. And they closed down.
Oh yeah, they disappeared.
So it's like we just got the cards for no reason. So
Exactly.
it's like use it when you got it.
But you don't want to go with me to use this money that I got on these Dave and Buster's cards.
You know what I find? I
What do you
find that you often ask me to do things when I am not in the mood. I'm not in a yes mood. So then when I am in a yes mood,
it's too late.
It's too late.
So you want me to ask you again when you're in a better mood?
You probably should.
Okay, got it. Let's see what these people are saying about you. Ashley says, CT, you know you're amazing. You're truly a fabulous man and a great husband. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you. Appreciate
Salute
that.
to y'all. Still locked and loaded, grinding together. Miss Cheryl says, oh, CT, sending hugs. But the theme song will make you happy, or at least me. That's coming up right now. Y'all make sure y'all say happy birthday to Biggie Whitaker. He has been watching our stuff for a long time, and we appreciate his support. So tell him happy birthday. Big respect to you, CT. I love Tanjareen's outfit. Thank you, Herbie, Lance, Leroy, Clovis. That's a serious name, sir. Salute to you guys. Trophy
That's serious
award.
Business.
Let's see. If money don't make you feel better, check them.
If money don't make you feel better, check them.
All right. Sometimes parents need time off of their job and spend time with their children. Yeah, Jordan. George, hey, y'all. Glad one couple is getting along today. Who's the couple that ain't getting along, George, with the sad face? Do tell. Is it you? Is it you and your boo or some celebrity that I haven't caught up on? Cash App. Check your Cash App. Oh, that's why he said if money don't make you feel better. You want to go get it? Hey, y'all.
I will actually thank you personally after I grab the phone after the show. I appreciate you even thinking of me, fam.
Okay.
Especially when everything costs money.
Everything costs money.
Do you know everything costs money?
Listen, money isn't everything, but everything makes you need it.
You know what's funny? They say money ain't everything, but it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It might not be everything, but it is a lot. It is almost everything.
Everything makes you need it.
I'll tell you what. Today, I was coming back from the gym, trip number 1. I've been doing tour-a-days all week. And as I came back into the garage today, cracked a tail light.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
And on my particular car, I started Googling, and the amount of money that it costs to fix one tail light, mind you, just the outer shell, not the light itself. The light is fine. I called around, and this dude told me, one dude, this wasn't the dealership, because I was going to call the dealership second. You know what I mean? Dude was like, yeah, it's going to be $600 plus tax, not including labor. Because I like to ask, hey, man, how much is everything?
Yeah, you don't want to.
I don't want extra. Don't tell me just tell me everything. He gives me the bit by bit. And then I totaled it up. I was like, oh, this is like $660. And he was like, plus tax. And I was like, well, what is the tax? He gonna hit me with $760 for a cracked tail light. I said, hey man, suck the back of my butt. I didn't finish it. And then I called the dealership and they were wild. And they even said, yeah, it's gonna take 2 days. I'm like, hey man, give me a screwdriver. I'll do it today. You did yourself? So then I decided to go to my guy who worked on your scratch.
And yours too.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, let me look some stuff up. And I hit you back. He hit me back within 30 minutes at a fraction of the cost.
Nice.
I said, this is why I like Latinos. Let me tell you that, number one. Latinos. Number two, I don't even know he's Latino. I'm just telling y'all overall. But everything costs money.
Everything costs money. Like I said, money isn't everything, but everything makes you need it. Can I say my quote without you saying something while I'm saying?
I didn't realize you were trying to get a quote started. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had said it before and you cut it off, so I'm trying to say it again. Now it's too late.
Well, it was trash the first time, so I didn't think you were going to get it. It was.
Okay.
That's why I tried to piggyback yours.
Don't piggyback.
Money ain't everything, but it's a lot. And then what you said, but we're here to help each other. Let's get better together.
How about you just let me say what I was going to say and you don't say yours again because you already said it 3 times now.
Let's hear it.
You know what? Now you're up. You can go get your phone. Oh my goodness, Guy Tripp sent $25. Oh my goodness, Guy Tripp. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree. And you told him to check his Cash App, so he may have a similar amount. Oh my goodness, and this just in. Ashley White for blessing you and CT $20. Thank you so much, Ashley White. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this tangerine and CT tree. Like I said, money isn't everything, but everything makes you need it. So he'll be back to share what he got on his Cash App. It's funny that we can still see CT in the mirror. Exactly, he was over there. Calming down. Can we get the theme, please? We will, hopefully, when we get back. Sometimes it's always good to give people money when they need it the most. Yes. Essels, too much visual distractions today. Tan's glistening game is next level. Moisturizer, sponsorship ready. That's funny. I did just rub on some nice little natural oils that smell like a lemon cake because he likes that one on me. Tanj out here trying to be a sexy Grinch. That is a very nice compliment. Appreciate you. Missed y'all last week. Lexi Lex, I apologize, but I was preparing for my annual Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, 19th annual. Had about 35 people here. And usually it's anywhere between 30 to 45 people. And I'm the one doing the majority of the cooking, like 85% of the cooking and getting the house together and all that stuff. So to have the show on a Wednesday would have taken me out of that rhythm of preparing. So there's that. All right, you got your phone?
Nope. But thank you, Guy Tripp. I saw the amount that you sent. I'm very grateful and thank you.
What if somebody else sends you some because you just told them you had the high bill for your car?
I didn't do it for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we are ready to get into the show itself. And let's see. Bro, the weight you carry is never more than what you can handle. Hey, that's what they say in the scriptures. God will never give you more than you can bear. Shout out to Tanjareen for the support last night. Yes, Ashley was in a poetry competition, 4 rounds, and she won 3 of those 4. She was killing it. All right, here we go. We understand. Hope your holiday was great. Thank you, Lexi Lex. All right, you ready for the theme song?
No. Let's talk some other stuff.
Well, can you do the theme song even though you're not ready?
Sure, Tanjareen.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Compromise. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Merry-go-round.
Because it's merry things and things are rock. Merry things and things are rock. The Real Relationship Podcast. Blocka, blocka, blocka. Pew, 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 pew.
It sounded amazing, babe. You sounded amazing. Thank you so much for doing that for us. CT will feel better if he can arm wrestle somebody. He needs a physical exit. Remix. All right. You can't say no to the theme song, Jordan Taylor. Well, he sang it for us. So let's talk about relationships. We saw some stuff online today and this week that we want to share and see how you feel about it. Starting with, let me turn the volume up on this. I purposely did not load this into this app so that I could make sure to not get copyright. CT know what that repeated request and stare means. Yes, George, we've been married a long time. Even at half tilt, it's still great. Go CT. Bandersnatch, yes. Hello, Tanjareen, CT. Evening, everyone. What's up, Kim Williams? All right, here we go. I want your opinion on this video.
I was on the first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, oh, like, right? And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, wow, this is different, right? So I'm not even paying attention. I brushed past it, trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't, like, I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird. Did you say he opened your car door? Why did you? High five. No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, y'all, that's my bad. I just realized, and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought, but he really did everything that we want. But
all right, so ladies, if you did not hear what she said, she went on a date, she opened her door, he was standing right there. That startled her. Then he opened the car door for her to get in. She went to her group chat to complain and call him corny. And then she realized, you know what? I'm tripping. She told her girls later, the stuff we say we want in a relationship, we don't really want it. We just saying that. Because when somebody does it for us, we turn our nose up at them. We call them corny. We'd rather be with the dude who treats us like crap. Thoughts?
I've been saying this to you for years. I mean, it's a fact. It's just like, I'm so glad another woman said it. So now women can actually be like, oh, maybe she's on to something. Because when men say it on these podcasts or men say it any other place, we get shut down so fast because it becomes, oh, you're a misogynist or you narcissistic and all of this stuff. But it's like sometimes we're just right. Like there is a very small percentage of women that want that overall. The thing that she did not say, and this is the standing truth, is women want that from guys that they want. And that goes for everybody. Everybody is into everything that they receive as long as they're receiving it from somebody that they want to receive it from. It's no different than a woman getting a good morning beautiful text. There are so many complaints about grand risings and don't text me this and don't text me that. But if it was from a guy that you wanted to text you that, you would respond immediately and with a smile.
That is true. Because we hate the grand rising text from the new dude that we're not into yet. But I wonder, because we like a chase just like men like a chase. So I wonder if you had whoever your dream guy is, if it's Drake or Michael B. Jordan or whoever, if he was into you, but he was overly into you, if he was calling you all day, if he was good morning queen, and then at your job when you got off work, if he was doing the most, opening the doors for you, would that turn you off, ladies? Because you thought you wanted him, but now he's doing too much. Because I remember when I was in like high school and college, I didn't like a guy who was doing too much. Now that I'm an adult, I can appreciate it. And I feel like what she said goes for younger women. I feel like when you're in college and you're like younger 20s, you're like, oh my God, get away from me, cornball. But then after you've been through some relationships and you realize dogs ain't gonna treat you right and you shouldn't want a dog, you shouldn't want a guy to disrespect you, you start to come around. Let me see. Latasha says, it's good to hear a woman finally admit she ain't ish. That's crazy. We try, Herbie says. That's what I call being a gentleman, is someone you respect, Jordan Taylor says. She sounds crazy as hell. Not all women are like this, Lexi Lex says, who is happily married. Yeah, I saw that one. Crazy, George Sampson says. Lexi Lex, she sounds like she ain't appreciate the gentleman-ish that he was doing. She used to be misused by men. Exactly. You young women don't, but I'm 60 plus and I love it. You 60, Kim Williams? Good for you. So that's my point. When you get older, you do want to be taken care of. You do want the door open. You do want a guy to maybe show up with flowers, because she was disrespected. I forgot. She was put off by the fact that he had flowers in his hand too. That's true, CT, because it's sexual harassment when the guy is ugly. Shake my head, LOL. That's part of his joke too. We talk about that at the house all the time. I definitely felt that. Bonafide Her podcast. What's up, Bonafide Her? Some people ain't currently built to be happy and need to work on themselves before they become a couple. Touche, Callie Grown. A lot of women don't know how to feel, how it feels to be courted. Ooh, I don't even know if a lot of men are courting nowadays, because we already know there's people that watch this show that haven't even been on dates. So it's like, if we don't demand to be courted, men don't have any practice on needing to court somebody, and it's gonna run away. It's going to be an old tradition. Damn, seeing accountability. It's not only rare, it's mythical in 2023, Callie Grown says. Yes, 63. Good for you, Kim. I would not have known that from your profile pic that you're 63 years old. Bonafide Her podcast is Ashley Elise, because she has all these podcasts. Bandersnatch says, now these older women are out here grizzled and hurt. The young ones who think this way are just fresh and dumb. Woo! Touche, touche. I appreciate the girl for saying it out loud on that video. I don't know how popular that podcast was before that clip, but I know that clip went viral. And I hope that it helps some young ladies to realize when they have a good man standing in front of them, give them a shot. Don't go to your group chat talking mess about them. Finish the date out. See how it goes.
The immaturity show right there by her saying she hit her girls in the group chat about this date before it even began. Off top, I've never been interested in a woman who has all of her friends in her relationships or her dates.
Facts.
It's one thing if the date goes well, or if it's another thing if the date does not go well. Then it's like, hey, let me catch you up. Had a date today. This stood out. Let me tell you about it. But the whole play-by-play, like, what are we, 16 years old?
Yeah, that was the beginning of the date. She was already telling him something. That is ridiculous. Got Trip says sometimes you got to be simple. Too much of a strong man can be perceived as intimidating. I can see that. Why don't you put the? Oh, I can't see his profile pic, but he's shirtless, you guys. If you can see it in your bigger, so he's a big guy. He might be intimidating. Banter says the men that are courting end up being called corny and simps. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It just goes down to what a woman is attracted to and what she's used to. If you're used to dating men where you constantly have to nag and argue or bring up the fact of what he's not doing, and you're not going to appreciate the guy that comes up and says, hey, how are you today? Here's some flowers. I'm taking you here, opening car doors. Theoretically, you want it, but you only want it from the guy that you're complaining about.
Yeah, yeah. There was a movie, I think it was the movie He's Just Not That Into You. It was either that or Valentine's Day, but it was one of those rom-coms that came out right before he and I started dating. So probably like 2010, 2011. But it was interesting to see that there would be a couple that kind of got on each other's nerves and broke up. And then the girl would go and try to get at the guy that was hollering at her before. And then they would date for a second, but then he would have the person that he really wanted would finally call him back. So then he would go with her. So then she would call this other guy back like, hey, miss you. And it was like all these cycles of if the person you really want isn't interested, you turn around and you go to the guy who's been nice all the time. But then when the dog comes back, you're like, sorry, nice guy, I didn't really like you. And you go back over here. And I see that happen in real life all the time.
It's like when we were watching Love is Blind this past season. Mm-hmm. And the girl who she didn't get paired up. She was like, I'm so used to dating guys like this that I know that the nice guy, I know what he's going to do. I know I'll have a happy life and he'll take care of me, but I won't be excited and I won't be in love. And that's where you are for me. And dude she was talking to, he was like, I'm not the one for you, baby girl. And that made her chase it even more. Yeah. And he picked another girl over her and then she wanted closure and she's trying to kind of fight for him and it didn't work out. And that's just how it goes. What do they call those? Hims and hers?
Dominant or
sockets and like
plugs. The female and male.
Yeah, the female and male. And this is not a gender thing that I'm talking about, but it's just me talking about this the plugs. Mm-hmm. If you have two female plugs, they cannot complete each other. And what that means is if you are too much of this super sweet person and this is too much of a sweet person, y'all don't have anybody to receive what you're giving because you guys are both the exact same person. But if you are a male plug and a female plug, one is supposed to give, one is supposed to take, and you need each other. So it's just like that.
The yin and the yang the yin and the yang is a big circle and it's like wobbly. It fits into each other like a puzzle. Yeah. And it doesn't go together if it's like shaped.
That's why when you see the women who are always complaining, like, he not doing this, and I feel like I'm getting mistreated, and I feel like, don't know, man, want to do this for me. And then the guy comes up, and he's her complete opposites from a physical standpoint, but he means her well, and he will give her this happy life. She's not interested. And for those women, I have no sympathy, ever.
George Sampson says, did you see the one where the woman said she doesn't date anyone that doesn't make thousands more than her? I've seen stuff like that on like Kevin Samuel's podcast before, but I probably haven't seen the one you're talking about. But I can't be mad at a woman or a guy who has a certain boundary or rule that they want to follow because somebody will be okay with that. There's a lot of men out here who might be less attractive or shorter or something, but they've worked out in the gym every day for the last 6 years. They're super buff or they worked really hard at their job and they make, 6 or 7 figures and they're ready to choose a woman who says she will only date a guy who makes thousands more than her. So I've seen it work.
First, something that just humbled me, not even 2 weeks ago, was a video Dr. Umar posted where he said, hey man, go work out. Yeah, get all the muscles you can, brother. I salute you. No matter how many muscles you get, you'll never be 6'3". Woo! And it was like, ooh. It was like ice down my back because number one, I'm not 6'3". So understandable, I'm in that gym and I'm like, man, I'll never be 6'3". No matter how many muscles, no matter how great my body becomes, I'll never be 6'3". And for Tanjareen's point of women who have these boundaries about dating men from a financial standpoint, I get it. If you are a broke woman, you want a man with money. If you are a broke man, you want a woman with money. However, if you are a woman saying that you'll only date a man with who makes a certain amount of money or a certain amount of figures, you have to understand two things. Number one, a whole lot of things come along with that money. There is not a world where you get to have an opinion when he has the money. Number two is, if you want a man who has that kind of money, be the kind of woman that deserves that treatment.
Well,
is he coming home and food is cooked?
Well,
is he coming home and his clothes are clean?
Well,
is he coming home to no stress, no nagging, no arguments? Like, you have to, even though it might not be a financial thing, you have to meet that amount of money. But no, ain't no democracies when that money is going on. That money is going on. This is a hierarchy.
And I think that happens when it's the reverse. When the woman is the breadwinner, she expects a man to behave a certain way, and she might let him know, you're not my only man, and you don't have to be, because I make 7-8 figures, and I just want you here when I get home for when I want to play with you.
Remember, we watched Love Is Blind the same season. There was a woman on there who was dating this guy, and he kept saying, I'm in love with you. You're my person. Which I always hate when people say you're my person. If it's a heterosexual relationship, just say you my man or my woman. Anyway, it's like, whenever the woman made that amount of money, we knew what she wanted, which was no stress, no trouble. This is a hierarchy, not a democracy. Yeah. And he wasn't prepared for that. I think he was okay with it, but she didn't respect him. He didn't like
admitting it, because when somebody says, she's with you, but she doesn't respect you, he was so offended, upset, started yelling, but it was obvious.
And it's a level, here's the thing, in everybody's relationship, to each their own, there's a certain floor of what you deem is respect as a man or a woman. And it's up to you to vocalize what you deem is disrespectful.
That money means she better shut her mouth. LMAO, that's funny. What's up, fam? Watching you from the DR this week. Hey, Silence.
Dominican.
Have fun on your vacation.
Unless you're at the doctor.
Facts. Getting a BBL? A brother getting a BBL?
A BBL.
Oh, that's funny.
Bohemian lift.
Exactly. There was something I was about to, let me see, shake my head. The dating world seems so messed up these days. People don't know what they want exactly. She got on my nerves this season. There was a compliment in here that I was looking for. Where did it go? It was somebody who said, you're dropping facts as big as your arms, pause. And I just wanted you to take
was
that
that
in.
Kelly Grown right there?
I don't know.
You just passed it.
Oh,
read
down?
With your finger. Go down. Go down.
Okay, that means
it's right there. Your finger. It's right at your finger.
Thank you.
Man, how many fingers do you think you have?
Well, they were like this, so I didn't know which one you meant. But yes, Callie Grown, thank you for that compliment.
Appreciate that, fam.
We're not in separate rooms. Do you want to scoot over a little bit to the left?
Me?
Yeah, because we're going to just make sure they can see that we're home. There we go. Because we got that comment on our last post on Instagram. People were like, oh, I thought y'all were in separate rooms. I don't know why.
Listen, if it came to that, why are we even doing the show?
All right, let me just get to these, and then we'll get to one more thing and then bring in our guest. Coming from a former sugar baby, Monty says, when they have that long money, you know your position. I'm just saying, Monty says.
I'm so glad you said that, Monty, because in my opinion, it doesn't even have to be long. If a man or a woman, whatever the dominant person is in this relationship, is taking care of your overall needs, it's no different than $1 or $1,000. Because your needs are taken care of. It's like like when we talked to Matt the other day, and we were like, yo, man, what is it like being, this millionaire? And he's like, to be honest with you, having $2 million is no different than having $20 million, to be honest. And I was like, touche. And it's truly no different. It's like, think about when you didn't have over $100, like as a teenager, and then you got a couple of $1,000. You're like, oh, this is no different than having a couple of $100 as long as your needs are met.
Touche. Godtrip says corporate women who make more are older and are colder than Diddy, allegedly. Interesting that you would know that. Callie Grown says, I say everyone born after 2003 needs to watch 500 Days of Summer and What Love Is.
What is 500 Days of Summer?
Are they what platforms are they available on? Maybe I need to watch those as well. Vanessa says, I think people who think that way about money either come from a place of spoiled comfort or financial struggle. So they either had a lot growing up or they didn't have a lot. I have some friends who are very about money when it comes to choosing who they date. And I don't think it was how they were raised as far as they didn't see the money, but I think their parents told them this is what you should seek from a gentleman. You shouldn't let a gentleman have any time with you if he can't provide these things. And I think that's where they learned that from.
My mother always told me, don't have anybody in your life that doesn't serve a purpose. And whatever that purpose is for you that contributes to your happiness is something. So whether that's a financial purpose, whether that's an emotional purpose, whether that is a mental stimulation or an emotional, all of these things serve purposes. Or even if it's something of somebody to fix things for you, or somebody that you call that has great conversation, like all of these things, nobody in your life should be in your life if they don't serve a purpose.
Facts. And I think that also goes with the love languages, because each of those love languages, the 5 that they are, kind of go into one of the categories that you just said. 500 Days of Summer is a 2009 movie. Just tell me where I can watch it, brother.
That's your response?
Add it to the list with People Under the Stairs. I did say, where can I stream it?
Just tell me where I can watch it,
I want to know what year it came out.
I
like that. CT Mama dropped the gem.
That a lot of people don't like. That's the real you. Like the way you just said. That's how you are. You said you read this comment so matter of fact. That was so rude.
If it was rude,
500 Days of Summer came out in 2009. Just tell me where to watch it, brother. And
if it was rude, I would have been like, I would have said the N-word.
Just tell me where to watch it, brother.
Mother trucker at the end of it. I just said, just tell me where to watch it, brother.
That's so funny. I mean, I'm laughing. I'm just saying they don't know that that's you, and it's so you make me laugh.
Thanks for cleaning that up.
You are.
The kids that sell candy in school are either your future boss or future successful drug dealers. Yep, I was one. It's Amazon Prime. Thank you, Bonafide, her, and YouTube. That's available to watch. Thank you. That's Ashley. All right, let's get to one quick thing, and then we'll get to people that are in the green room. If you're just tuning in, folks, this is episode number 68 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with your hosts, Tanjareen and CT, real live married couples. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube at the same damn time. And this is one of the only podcasts I've ever seen with two real married comedian, actor, writers, content creators who will talk to you about relationships, take advice, give advice, and also let you click in and be a part of the conversation on camera. So if you like
on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, I think it's just cleaner. I think we're the only comedians, plural, that are married that have a podcast together.
I didn't say anything about the days of the week.
No, I'm saying I gave that example as like we're the only. It's like, box office movies, and they're like, yeah, we're the number one.
The number one comedy in Black homes from 1923 to September to March. Yes.
On a Friday, it's like, come on, man. The specifics. As comedians, we're the only comedian couple that are married and host a show together.
And let you get on camera was the point of what I was saying, to be a part of the conversation, because we're live. So if you'd like to click the link and get in the green room, we'll call on you and you can tell us or ask us or advise us however you like.
You know what I think, Tanjareen?
That you're in a bad mood and so you keep complaining. And let me do the song.
I haven't taken any of my mood out on you. The only thing that I was even halfway on was the theme song. What I was gonna say was, the way that you speak to me makes me feel like you don't think my sister got hands for you. Like that's how you talk. Like you talk as if, oh man, I know I'll serve his sister up.
I love Shanita.
Yeah,
with all my heart. She is a sweetheart.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the rest of this.
And
yeah,
we're not even in the same weight class, but I will fight her.
Oh, I don't doubt that you will fight her. You don't back down.
And I will not stop until I win. Whatever that means.
Is that what you think?
Whatever that means. I will not stop until I win. So do not put that beautiful, sweet woman against me, because I don't want to have to hurt your sister.
Let me tell you this. You know what? I'm not even going to oversell her. I'm so glad that you feel that way. I hope that we don't ever have to find out, because you are so beautiful and your face is so pretty that we'll leave it there. I will say that my sister is extremely sweet.
So sweet.
And those are the ones that you have to watch out for, because those are the lunatics. All right, what's the next thing that you want to do?
CT, you talking like you don't know your wife got certified hands, LMAO.
Oh, they're certified. I heard that she had to file them.
As a lethal weapon?
Yeah, I heard you had to file them down at the courthouse.
Tans looks like she's great in Tybo. That's funny. All right, did you want to discuss this or wait till...
Now, here's what I will say. I don't think the fight would go very long because my sister doesn't have the wind, but she got the power and the speed.
The speed?
Yeah, she got the speed.
I don't know if she got the speed.
She don't need to move her body towards you unless you run. Like if you stay still, it's
you
a
know
wrap.
how when we wrestle, you know how nimble and quick I am.
Yeah.
I don't even want to have to do this to your sister. Just don't even.
Okay. Well, you know I got other sisters. That's just the one. That's
Little
the prize
Jackie?
fighter. That's the prize fighter.
I will murder Little Jackie.
That's funny that you think that because everything
Little
that you just
Jackie?
said,
She's this big.
and that's the funny part. She is a quarter of your size, which means the thing that you just said about how nimble you are and how fast, she's that much faster. Then I got another one who's right in the middle of that. So she got some speed and she got a little size on her.
Who is that?
Tiara.
Now Tiara and I would be a good matchup. I feel like we're a similar weight class. I'm still gonna beat her, but we would be a good matchup, and that would be a good time. Y'all should film that and sell tickets.
Sell tickets.
That would be good.
Man.
I would like to fight Tiara.
Okay.
Hey Tiara, how you doing? I know I ain't seen you in a minute.
Tiara got hands.
I do too. This would be fun.
I never said that you did not.
I'm just saying it would be a good matchup. I'll give you that. So CT,
also
this sounds
need
like
the hair
Leonard
instead of your
versus
hand.
Hearns. There's a rabbit hole conversation. Kim Williams, this is terrible. That's that Compton mess. Who's from Compton? Detroit, Inglewood. According to the latest Marriage Go Round reports, we're now trending towards 72.5% arguments.
This wasn't even near an argument. This was a boxing promotion, possibly.
Oh, y'all about to talk something up. What up? What up, cuzzy? Oh, goodness. This turned into the tail of the tape. This is ridiculous. Little Jackie, LMO Tanjareen couldn't believe it. Jackie's so tiny, you guys.
She is very tiny, but that's the secret weapon of it. You wouldn't even think that she was a threat. She's a threat.
Not the caller. I'm buying a ticket. Where do I get mine? Monty says. Somebody gonna be humming the song. We are really going crazy. Anyways, we can say this and go to them if you want.
Let's hear it.
All right. So we talk about funny memes and we also talk about our own life. So this is another meme that we saw online that CT sent to me. I'll show you quickly and then I will read it. Blah 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 blah.
You can just read it. They don't think you're making it up.
Baby.
Like you're lying.
Baby, this is you.
And then you hold up a blank screen. Nobody thinks that you're lying. Just say what it is.
You got a whole lot of opinions against me today.
It's not opinions. I'm just trying to make us better.
There's a post that we got from Hollywood Unlocked, and a girl says, I will never have a baby with a man that already has or had a child. Another young lady, Sandro Pay, posts on top of that, I do not entertain men with kids. I don't want your kid to have a room in our home, be here every other weekend, 20% of our income going to your kid. No. So the question is, are you against dating men with kids? Hollywood Unlocked. Are you against dating men with kids? I was adamant about not dating men with kids. The whole time I was dating people, high school, college, early 20s, I was just like, I don't want baby mama drama. I had seen enough people who had a young child. Like if your child is under 2 years old, that baby mama still loves you. That baby mama still wants to create a family, even if y'all don't get along. And I did not want to be the one. I think I was actually hanging out with a guy. Yes, I tried it. I was hanging out with a guy and his baby mama would call in the middle of the night, like, can you come put this bassinet together? And I'm like, it's 1 a.m. What the hell? Why did you all of a sudden, I know you didn't just buy this bassinet in the middle of the night. This bassinet been sitting here, but you know he's on a date. So you're calling him because you want his loyalty to be to you because you gave him a baby, but he's over here with me. And I was like, I will never do this again.
And maybe she also called because that baby is with her and he just get a chance to go out and have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I bought a bassinet at 7 p.m. I took a nap, put your baby down. Now it's 1 a.m. and I shouldn't have to be the one to put this together. Can you come over here and put this together? Give me a break from this kid for a second is what I would be thinking. Not
at 1 a.m. No, he cannot. He's with me.
You know what else is wild?
You can come tomorrow and do it.
I'm so glad that you said that because I'm going to give you this thought process. Number one, how dare you, as somebody who does not share a kid with that person or the person they share the kid with, and think you have an opinion and you're not his wife? That's number one. Number two, this goes for everybody. Number two, I have dated women with children before, but my thought was always, I grew up as the child of a single mother. So I have a different level of love and respect for women with children. With that said, I knew that if I was not taking the woman seriously, I did not want that child to be around me. I did not want to be in that child's life because I didn't want to create a, hey, that's Mr. Clayton situation.
Uncle Clayton.
No, never uncle, but never a Mr. Clayton situation where they identify with me and then I just disappear out of their lives. I never wanted to do that. Not to even say that it happened with me, but more so, I completely understand this woman's take saying she doesn't want to date a man with children, but at the same time, you can't help who you fall for. But to swear off somebody who has children, that's not really cool, because who's to say that they didn't have this child years ago?
I got a question, because the people that I feel like you've slept with people with kids, but I don't think you've asked anybody to be committed to you and take out and parade around in public with kids.
The first girlfriend, I never talk about her. It's so funny that you brought this up today, because now is the first time you can hear about her. The first woman that was my girlfriend when I moved to LA had a son, and her son was maybe, I don't even think he was a year yet. Like, he was some months. And I was the first guy that she had dated, and she would bring him, this when I lived in the apartment in North Hollywood the first time with the roommates, but I had my own room. She would bring him over there, and then we would turn him, you know what I'm saying? And I would try to be really quiet.
So you would have sex with her?
Yeah, but we were also like truly dating. Like, I had her come to shows. I think we went to the movies once. I think she brought me back from the airport, which was big for me back then.
For her to bring you back to the airport was big for you.
From the airport home. Because that meant I wanted you to. This wasn't
your girlfriend, CT.
Yeah, it was.
That's 21. Why you're telling me, oh, nobody knows this, and I never told you. That wasn't your girlfriend. You smashed plenty of chicks with kids.
I was 21. The difference is none of those women had brought their children over my place where I lived, and were around me for an amount of time. As a matter of fact, I think it might have been about 4 or 5 months before I was like, I'm gonna have to take a step back from this queen, because I know I'm not going to be in her life.
Exactly. Let me read some of these comments. You can't judge anyone's children. You can only try to get to know them better. That's Jordan Taylor. When it comes to my kids, I stand on business. Guy Tripp said earlier, where did it go? Let me go back to this one. Put the bassinet together. It's cold to jump in this juice box. Exactly.
Gotta get in there.
1 a.m? No.
I'm here now.
No.
Let me get in that box.
He's over here with me. He's not leaving over here to get in her juice box. I'm fine with kids, but I can't do drama. I want you to come with children because this factory is closed. Because Bandersnatch already has.
See, Bandersnatch already has a child.
Yes.
What if a man said he didn't want to date her?
And that's why I think it works when both of the questions for today change. The answers change when you get older. When you're younger, you don't want a guy with kids. When you're older, you're like, well, damn, everybody got a kid.
Everybody got kids.
They got a kid or they got some bodies on them. So either way, you can't judge them for that.
But yeah.
Thank you. Men shamed for saying and wanting the same thing. The No PC show. Ashley says, no, I'm not against it, since at this point, it almost has become the norm. Yes, because you are in your 30s. Small children can't do it, Latasha says. Monty says, I am certainly against dating men with kids. Laughing emojis because she's got two kids.
You wild.
Lexi Lex says, I always prefer for my first kid to be their first kid too. That's the dream right there, Lexi.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
But here's the thing. And no slight to anybody, but I think everybody who had children, almost everybody, preferred the exact same thing. They set out to have children with one person and for them to stay together. But unfortunately, things don't happen that way.
The argument went to 73% Bandersnatch.
What did we argue about? What are we arguing about, Bandersnatch?
Don't fall for it, Tan. CT got too many sisters. This is from earlier. I doubt they respect fair ones. One fight, they all got to fight.
Now,
That's funny.
Are you
they
ready
don't
for this?
live around each other, so it's going to be...
Essels, I'll say Shanita, fair fighter, for sure. I don't think Jackie's a fair fighter because she's very small. So it's like you got to use what you got. Tierra might not be either.
It was just some playful.
Tierra seemed like she don't take her rings off when she fight, and that's not cool.
I'm not taking mine off. You see this one right here? This one is ready for the smoke.
Those are brass knuckles.
Baby, it's a ring.
Those are brass knuckles. That's illegal in 48 out of 50 states.
I'm not taking them off for a fight. So which one of your sisters do you want me to fight?
So do you not have the ability to throw hands or not?
When I was a boxer, I didn't wear these, but this is my jewelry. You're calling it brass knuckles. This is just jewelry.
Let me tell you something, Tanjareen. The state of California will call those brass knuckles as well.
Oh, well, let me know if you want to fight her.
Let me take it off. Take it off.
Why?
Let me hold it for a second.
Why?
Do
you want to feel a punch with it and without it?
Take it off. Let me hold it.
No, I don't trust you.
We know that, but let me hold the ring for a second.
No.
Okay.
Callie Grown says, sounds like a comment from someone who ran through all the guys that they were attracted to, and all that's left is the one with kids, and bet the song be different if she was the single mother. Of course. Ooh. Of course.
Callie Grown came up here with Zibatas.
CT, you brave to have dated a woman with a kid that young. Right. Because the baby just came out the cooch, and he going to lay the baby next to him so he can smash.
I did not lay that baby next to me. I said that baby. What I said was, she brought the baby in that little carrier, and we turned the carrier. That carrier was on the floor by the door.
On the floor?
We were on my air mattress.
You smashing this chick on the air mattress and the baby's on the floor?
Yeah. In the carrier, the car seat.
Don't share the story no more.
The car seat. It's not like he was just on the floor.
The car seat. Women with kids are cool, but I prefer that the real father be dead or just as successful than me. Just as successful than me. Can't do it, baby daddy might get jealous or an obvious upgrade.
Now here's the thought. I could not date, and I got very lucky when I did deal with women who had children. I could not date a woman whose child's father is around. I would rather he be a deadbeat, so I'm the law, because I could not imagine having to get permission to discipline my stepchild in my home because I'm not the birth father. So, yeah.
That makes sense, but that comes the responsibility of, you're going to show up to the events at the kid's school? Are you going to pay for half of the photo day and
that's the thing.
Pickups and drop-offs?
These are great questions. Now, obviously, when I was a much younger man, that wasn't a possibility because I was still learning how to be a man, even though the mindset was still there on I would rather he be a deadbeat, so I lay down the law. But if I'm in the mindset to say I'm laying down the law, I've already taken on that responsibility and treating this child like it's my own. Now, as not as young of a young man, if I was in that scenario, then I already know it comes with the territory. I'm going to have to adopt that kid.
Good to know. Good to know. George says kids are one thing.
Spoiled. You ain't good to know. You ain't got no kids. Go ahead, read it.
George says kids are one thing. Spoiled, ungrateful, ill-mannered, bad-parented kids are true.
You said that I know of. If you were a deadbeat mother, that would be a deal breaker for me. I would be out of here so fast.
You would leave me just because I got some kids that I let my relatives take care of?
I'm out of here. If you were a deadbeat mother, meaning you had children out here that you knew you had. Well, that's crazy.
Because I have to know. Yeah. They came out of here.
And that you did not set up for adoption, I'm out.
So if I put them up for adoption and you found out about that now that we're about to be 10 years into our marriage, would you be cool with that? I'd be like, oh, but sit you down, I got to talk to you about something. See this paperwork? I had a baby. The baby's 13. They're living in this state. Whatever. Is that cool?
We're going to adopt the child and bring them to this home. However, I can't promise that our relationship would survive. I would still be here with you to help you raise the kid, but I'm not going to be with you only because that would have been something that you could have told me when we were married. And here's the funny thing. For those of you guys who are watching, everybody's watching. So while you guys are watching this, I'll say before Tanjareen and I got married, she broke a couple of news pieces to me to be like, yo, you sure you want to marry me? And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. And she was like, all right. So for that to have not been one of them, I think back to that.
I wish I knew what news I broke to you.
Yeah, you broke me a couple things.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple things. You said a couple things.
Did I?
You said a couple things.
How many?
You said about a couple things. You said about a couple things.
Let me see. Okay, so how long into the relationship do you become the stepfather and not just the guy their mom is smashing?
Let me tell you something. If that box is crazy and she was cooking and cleaning and encouraging And ego stroking, oh, we talking about 2 weeks. Get the paperwork. I need to be your son's father.
It gets crazy when the kid ends up respecting you more than the real father.
That's not hard. I'm a
mother.
really great guy.
I know I respected my stepdad more than my biological father. Ashley White says, okay, so CT gonna make you stop being a deadbeat mom and still leave you. That's wild. But he said he's gonna stay with me and help with the kid, but he's gonna break up relationships. I guess we're just gonna live here as friends.
Let me tell you something, Tanjareen. It's about the kids. And as long as we remember that, then we good.
She said a couple things.
She said a couple
things. 2 weeks, get the paperwork. Okay, there was some funny stuff y'all were saying. My first stepdad was awesome. Oh, Shanita's here. Shanita, rewind this show.
Yeah.
Rewind this show because you are part of it from like 15 minutes ago.
So here's the thing. Her first stepdad was my dad. So it's like my dad was amazing.
Oh, okay.
So I could never say my stepfather was ever fired because he wasn't. He is the reason that I don't like sports. He is he was around for a lot of things, but it's like I just feel like where I am mentally in life right now, you kind of hope for that kind of person when you were a kid. Like if I could go back and be a mentor to myself, oh my God, that would be amazing.
Of course.
Take myself to all the movies, all the toys. I got them.
Let's see. Isaac said, my question is, how does she feel about men who won't date women with children? Just asking. You talking about the girl on the meme? That's a good question. We'll never know the answer, but that is an interesting thing to bring up. Uncle CT giving kids the story about 8 balls and how to say no to drugs.
And that's a fact, man. I have always been a dare kid. Still to this day, because they didn't tell us when the time limit was. They said...
Are you a dare kid now?
I'm a dare kid right now.
He's been sober his whole life, you guys.
Yeah. And, you know, I didn't realize I knew so many people who do drugs. Good.
Cuzzy says, my stepdad beat my ass. Probably got a little PTSD from him. Sorry, Cuzzy.
Ain't no little. You definitely got it.
Exactly. My brother married this girl that had a baby who he treats better than his bio dad does. I don't even think bio guy is even around anymore. Happens a lot. Happens a lot. All right, let's go to the green room.
Smoking that dope, gang banging. That's the Smokey Robinson song.
Is that the words?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Smoking that dope, gang banging.
Times was hard back then, man.
Ain't no back then. That song came out in 2003.
Oh.
Yeah. Smoking that dope, gang banging.
I don't know that song.
Smokey Robinson. Go YouTube it after we finish the show.
All right. So let's bring in, we have a couple people in the green room before we get out of here today. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave.
Smoking that smoke, doing that dope, gang banging.
What's the hold the ear about?
You got to make sure you're in tune.
Okay.
Smoking that smoke, doing that dope.
And close your eyes.
Gang banging.
Oh my goodness. It's the holding of the ear for me. Exactly, Bandersnatch. Tanjareen, that song is hilarious. I don't know the song. It was recent.
It was so recent.
Oh my goodness. There was more notes. All right. Just Cuz says I was a dare kid as well. Dare you to match me one. And, you know, all he does is smoke now. So that didn't work for him.
You failed us as a program.
Raise your hand if you're trying to pay bills, eat, cat, and be somebody's stepdad. Okay, Cuzzy Jr., somebody can holler at you. All right, so let's go to the 2 people that are waiting in the green room before we get out of here today. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up under the YouTube video, a positive emoji under the Facebook page.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You love cutting me off. Keep going.
Come on, we got to do it together. I want to give you a second take.
Well, why didn't you let me finish my sentence? Why must you cut me off every time I'm in the middle of saying something?
I'm sorry about that.
I accept your apology.
Go ahead, say it. Say what you want to say.
Your face hair looks amazing.
I was waiting for the compliment. Appreciate that. Go ahead. Really go ahead and say it.
Mustache is sexy.
Thanks. Focus. What's up?
Now let's do the theme song. Do, re, mi. Actually, I want to redo. Ooh, it's hot in here. Did you turn the heat off?
I turned it on.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to get you flagged.
Okay, smile.
You about to get flagged.
Let's redo the screenshot.
With the GED capital. You about to get flagged.
Smile. Be still. 1, 2, cheese.
I felt the smile was, that was a good one from the beginning.
All right, but I don't know where my levels were before.
Oh, yeah? Was your shoulder up? You be doing that on pictures.
I like to do that. All right, here we go, you guys. Let's get out of here. Ooh, what just happened there?
Sound like you over there smoking that smoke.
Is this the words? Wasting your time, drinking that wine,
Drinking
smoking that
that
smoke,
wine,
doing that coke,
smoking
stealing that
that
dope,
smoke,
giving us hope, gang
doing that
banging. Oh, that's the
dope,
song.
doing that dope, giving up hope, gang banging, gang banging, gang banging.
All right. They so perky. Thank you very much. Tanjareen is out of pocket.
You gonna
Tanjareen looking
get
like she should play Storm.
flagged.
I played Storm in a short film that never came out. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, you know what's funny? It wasn't meant to come out, but it was meant to get us into Comic-Con for 8 straight years.
That first year, and then it was on me after that.
Oh yeah?
Yes. All the paperwork I put together to get
I
us
thought
in
it was.
there.
Oh, okay.
No, he pretended to help, but he taught me the website to find out how I could do it myself.
Gotcha.
Song gonna be in my head for a minute. Exactly, Kim Williams.
Smoking that smoke.
Thank you, Isaac.
You ready?
Yeah, I've been ready. Do re mi fa
That's it,
sol
you
la
weren't ready.
ti and do.
You wasn't ready.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Because it's merry things and things are rough. Merry things and things are rough. The real relationship podcast. Blocka, 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 blocka.
Thank you, baby.
Hey, you know.
That was fantastic. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I hope you enjoy it because you're going to get flagged. That video's going to take it down.
baby, don't speak.
You did it slowly, too.
Well, because I thought when you went downstairs to not get your phone, I thought you probably turned the heat off because it's so hot in here right now.
Oh, that's just you on a daily, Tanch. I had to turn it on because I was away from you. But on the daily, you keep this house hot with your body.
I don't know if that's
because your body's so hot.
Okay, thank you. They liked your brat. They liked it. There we go. Knock on wood. Y'all might not get flagged. Thank you, Lexi.
GED.
Here we go. Let's go to the person who was in here first.
And when you see it cut a reel, you're going to cut a clip out of it.
You want me to cut it out of this part?
Watch. You doing it again. What's up? What's up?
So hot in
Cobra,
here.
how you doing, man?
Man, y'all making my day right now, man. For real.
Same here, brother.
Appreciate you. Let me go turn the heat off while you talk to Cobra Tate.
Yeah, Cobra. Talk to me, man. What's going on today? What relationship question do you have for us this afternoon?
Man, first off, work was hectic, man. We had kids down there, so it was a day, but coming here to see y'all, yeah, y'all made my day today.
My man, I appreciate that, man. What's going on?
Let's see. Update really, not really much really going on. Just, continue the conversations. Working out a couple things. I did get my posters and stuff from Ashley, and she sent me in her book. So
Nice.
I got all that. Yeah.
Where are they?
That is the anime poster, and she sent me.
I'm gonna bring up something important in a second. Keep going, Tay.
And I got another one. It's a Sonic poster. And then she sent me her poem book.
A poetic.
Very
feelings.
Nice. I have that as well. It's available on Amazon. Okay, great. So you're calling to tell us that you're still just friends with Ashley?
Yeah, we're still friends. We're still talking. We'll still working things out. I have not written any more poetry at all, so that's another thing. I literally put that to a stop because I said, you know what, I've written so many, I might as well just put that on the hold right now because I'm too busy focused on work right now. So I really ain't got the time to write the poetry.
I'm gonna tell you what I like. The fact that poster is already on his wall.
Yeah.
That's respect. That's love.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's fire too. It's a great job.
I love anime. It was automatically going on the wall.
And she knows that from talking to you and being a good listener and realizing that would be something you would like. And that's important in relationships. I like that she did that for you. Now, these poems that you wrote, you said you wrote one for Ayana. Did you give it to her or are you going to give it to her in person? Did you send it to her?
I'm going to give it to her in person when I come up there.
Okay.
That's my
plan. Hand it to her or recite it to her?
Oh, I'm definitely going to recite it.
Ooh,
with it.
Okay. I want to see this. Okay, I can't
I
wait.
hope y'all be there for it. But now before I get to my question, that video, the first one about a female not knowing what they want, that is so true. Because normally I can pretty much I'm the prime example right here. I'm gonna gotta give you what you want, what you looking for. Like I'm a nice guy. Make sure you treated like a queen. Make sure nobody's hurt you. Make sure I'm your protector. Make sure you're on the right side. Open your car doors. Pay for stuff. I'm that guy. But yet they want the hood rat. They want to gotta treat them like a dog. Want to go out smack them around and all that. Like, and I'm looking like y'all say y'all want a nice guy. Why don't y'all get with a nice guy in the first place? But yet y'all want the dog.
So, do you think that's ever going to turn you into being the dog? Because CT says he used to be the nice guy, and then he saw that that wasn't respected, so he says he became the dog.
And I ain't gonna put my hands on you, but I will say so. Don't you look at the side of your eye like that. You are out of control, Tanjareen.
I'm not safe.
You're out of. You hit.
I'm
Okay.
not safe, you guys.
Anyway,
My
sorry
answer
about
to that question, Tangerine, is that my mother told me to be myself always, never to change for nobody, and that's what I'm gonna be. If I'm a nice guy, then hey, I'm the nice guy. I'm not gonna change because that's seemed like that's what she wanted at the time. No, if you don't want me for me, then that's your loss.
I love it. Don't change
Facts.
who you are. I love
Don't
it.
change.
Essel says Ashley might not be into recited live poetry as much as Tay is into anime, so be prepared. I didn't say Ashley. He also likes Ayana, the artist, the content creator, and actress. And so he wants to come to LA, meet her in person, and recite his poem to her. Ashley just did a poetry competition last night on Twitter Space. I think she would like somebody reciting poems to her.
That's right. And she right there. My question to y'all is though, and this is funny because y'all actually because CT you kind of talked about it a little bit. You talked about before y'all was married. I want to know how is life like while you're married.
You mean like now? Was she and
Yeah,
I?
I'm talking about like period. Like how is it being a married couple? Because coming from somebody who's single, don't know what the married life is like. I want to know how is it a married life is like for you.
How is it, baby?
Horrible question. Tay. Let's see.
A great question.
Horrible question. Worst of the business. If I have to say what it is like, the great things are you always have somebody to go places with. You got a permanent plus one. You have someone to be a sounding board, whether you're doing good or bad. You have someone that you love and I guess it's honestly better than being single because when you're single, you have nobody, and it's just like, oh man, I wish somebody would ask me how my day's going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the little things, and to me, the little things are the big things. So married life to me is it's all right. Tangerine.
I love being married. I think it's a lot of fun. I married somebody that I actually enjoy his company, whether we're doing something or not. If we're just in the same room, like he can be watching TV and I can be curled up on his beanbag in his man cave because I just want to be around him. I love having somebody to accompany me somewhere. If I get invited, it's like, oh, okay, you want to go to this thing? Like I don't have to look for somebody to do something with. And I love spending special occasions with him. Holidays, memorable like month anniversaries. I like that we can be vulnerable with each other. If something went wrong in our day or in our career, I have somebody I could talk to with, talk about it with, and they can help me through it, or just be a sounding board. Because sometimes you want to say something, but you don't want advice, you don't want a solution, you just want to get it off your chest. We can do that with each other. So I love being married. And a lot of people say marriages work, but I think you make it work.
The exact same answers, Tay, if you listen closely. So yeah, it's pretty dope, man. I mean, it's way better than, you know what I'll say? Our relationship is better because it's at least healthy. I've seen a lot of marriages that are very toxic and they hate each other. Like, you know, whenever you start being in the garage, longer and longer, it's time to get out.
Explain what you mean by that.
So like when you come home, but you don't come in the house, like that's when you're unhappy. When you outside in the car and you're just like.
Now, see, I've been doing that lately, but that's not because I'm unhappy. There are some people, their version of this is they drive around the block a few times because they don't want to go in the house and deal with their spouse and their kids.
I'm here.
I've been in the garage lately because I might be in the middle of sending an email or finishing up some work on my phone or listening to a song I really love. Yesterday, I was in there because I was eating some food that I had driven home eating and I wasn't done eating it. And I didn't
want to share. Got it.
Hilarious. I don't leave stuff in my car. So I take everything out of my car and I have to take it up 2 flights of steps. So sometimes I have to get myself physically prepared for that journey. So I'll be sitting in my car, but it's not because I don't want to come home to my amazing husband. It's just because I'm like, okay, let me gather all this stuff and get ready to go in the house, take my shoes off and hike up all these flights of stairs. That's all.
I don't eat in my car and nobody can eat in my car. So that's something. No, you do not.
I do.
No, you don't. Nobody eats in my car. I don't like food in my car. The one time she tried to eat in my car.
I've eaten in his car.
There was 2 fries and a vegan chicken nugget in the back seat. I got so angry because I grew up seeing.
Oh, that was yours. Families. That wasn't from me eating in your car. That's from us going to going to Naeem's opening for his boxing gym, and Kevin Hart's Hart House was giving away food, and that was your nugget that fell out of your food that was just in the back seat waiting on you to get home and eat. That wasn't me eating in your car.
Notice that she remembers because she does not eat in my car.
I eat in his car, but that nugget was from him. Anyways, Monty says, oh, so me not wanting to come home means I'm unhappy. Yeah, I could see that. That's hilarious. 2 for her, none for you, CT. Cousin says, me, I'm toxic. Hand up. That's funny. They've been loving and faithful for hella weeks. Anything else you want to? Oh, 50 stars from David Bennett. Thank you so much for letting me know. Lexi Lex. David, thank you for sending stars on Facebook. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. Anything else you want to talk to us about, sir?
CT, check cash app, brother. Oh, you know I got it.
My phone is still downstairs. I'm gonna thank you in advance, and I'm gonna thank you in the DM after I see it after we end the show.
Pause. Thank you so much.
What is a pause about that?
What do you like about marriage? Just Cuz says it sucks if you don't have a person that is trustworthy as well as trusting. And that's because his marriage is
that's cold.
Rocky right now.
I'm sorry you're going through that, Playboy.
We got yelled at for having lollipops. CT is strict on that rule.
I'm like Bandersnatch. I was in cars my entire life. Like, you gotta understand, I have siblings. And my older sister is junky. So, and my mother is also junky when it comes to cars. So it's like, oh, everybody's on the bus. So when I got in their cars, I would always see a random McDonald's fry, or you would see like a Burger King fry. There are several things that you will see in my car. None of them are food, crumbs, or loose fries, or none of that. I got a lot of shirts in there. I got to clean that out. But other than that, no food.
Yeah, he leaves stuff in his car. I do not.
I even got movie snacks that are still in the package that I forget to bring out when I get to the movies. But it's all packaged. Nothing is crumbs or trash.
All right, let me read these 2. Oh, actually.
JG, what was the pause?
You said you was going to thank him in the DMs. Pause.
How is that a pause? It's a direct message.
Slide into another man's DMs with a thank you.
Calling it sliding is crazy.
That's what, when you in a DM, you sliding.
No, I'm not sliding.
You slide into the Cobra Tays, and he talking about he got what does he say? A blessing when I can be. No, you're not thanking him in his DMs.
I am thanking him because I am extremely secure in my sexuality. Hey, don't listen to them say, man. You know what it is.
Oh, Callie Grown says, wait, don't knock that 10 to 15 minute decompression before walking into the house. It's not from not wanting to be there. It's about not taking my stress of the day into my home. Exactly.
Call it what you want. I don't have to decompress when I'm coming into my home. I immediately get out my car.
You only leave the house to go to a comedy show right quick and come back. So your stress is actually, if you have any, it's coming from in the house. When you get a phone call or an email or a comment you don't like, or something you're dealing with that you check online. You're not coming from like working a 10-hour day where you don't like people or having something go wrong and you just want to take a moment. So that's why you don't see it that way.
Man, I really must make comedy look easy to y'all, because me going to do a show in front of people, do you understand how stressful that is to individually make an entire room of people laugh outside of outside of navigating the politics that is stand-up comedy in LA, then having to get, that's what it is. I'm making life look too easy to these people, Tay. That's what it is.
I'll say it again. Let me let you go, Tay. Is there anything else you want to say before I read these last comments to get our next person on here, sir?
Yeah. The only thing I want to say is that CT, you ain't making it look easy, man. It's just because you're dope. That's why.
Appreciate you,
You make people laugh. You're natural at it.
I'm glad he appreciates me, and that's why I'm gonna go DM him. Thank you.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
That's crazy.
Cussy Jr. says, I'll say it again, though. Thank you so much, Tanjareen, Thomas, and CT, for giving me advice a few shows ago. Thank you for the time given, but I dang for sure learned nothing and put myself into some Jerry Springer stuff. LOL. Why aren't you on camera so you can tell us about your Jerry Springer moment, sir? Before we get out of here, click that link. You're sliding, CT.
Thank you, Tank.
I'm not reaching.
She's reaching. She always reaching.
Bro, your wife, very nice. Thank you, Big Nash.
She cool. Hey, man, shoot your shot, bro.
I have always rushed to go home.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, just cuz.
Here's the thing. When people say stuff like that, what am I supposed to Bro, your wife, very nice. Oh, my God. She sure is. She's this. She's that. Come on, man. Every comment, Big Nash. No matter how many times you comment, you're not getting the box. So stall us out.
How do you know?
Then give it to him so I can get up out this crib. I will
Why do you have to leave just because I give Big Nash a little box?
I will sell this place.
Why are you so stingy?
I will sell this place so fast.
You can't sell it without my consent.
We will sell this place so fast.
I'm not selling it.
Yes, you are.
I just want to give Big Nash a little box.
Wait till the Russians come up in here. That's what I'm selling to.
David says, I get that. Sometimes it's the vibe of the spot, though. I've seen, after touring, have nights where they're like, what the F happened? What kind of touring? You doing music? You're not getting the box. Okay, y'all are hilarious. Thank you, JG.
I'm not disagreeing, JG.
A little box is wild.
Yeah, well, a little box is, thank you, Bandersnatch.
I just want to give him a little box. All right, here we go, you guys. We have already gone 11 minutes over. Me and CT will jump him. Okay, Guy Trip.
Guy Trip, your arms are 4 times the size of mine. So you will fight him, and I will make sure you don't get arrested.
Oh, why do we keep going in weird places? Kim Williams, that's why you watch our show, because you never know what we're going to talk about. We never know what we're going to talk about. But let's get this patient person out of here because she has been waiting all show, and she's a little bit choppy. It looks like she's frozen. Move your arm so I can see if you're frozen.
Can you see me?
It's blurry and choppy.
Oh, man.
Now I can see you. Hey there.
Hello.
You're in the same room you're usually in, right?
I am.
Is it raining out there or something?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, you're getting some good action shots, but your voice is clear. So talk to us. What do you want to say? Where are you? What's on your mind about relationships?
Okay, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Woo! All right. So, hey y'all, I'm Ashley from North Kakalaki. So my question is, couple of them real quickly. Have you guys ever had like those hypothetical questions like with each other, like say hypothetically, if I wasn't here.
Hold on a second, Ashley. Hold on. Green Ranger's being disrespectful. He said your modem is made out of silly putty. And that caught us off guard. I'm sorry. She's in 5 FPS. Oh, the internet don't want to see it today, Tank says. Just because it says chopped and screwed. Oh, Wi-Fi gone wild, JG says. C-Dog would have had some good screenshots from this, Lexi Lex says.
So funny.
The little box.
All right.
Okay, we're listening now. We just had to take a moment.
What's your question, Ashley?
Hold still, Ashley.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys, I know the folks be enjoying perkiness. Anyways, my question is, but you so perky, Tanjareen. But
Thank you. Flag.
So my question.
Oh, she left and came back on her own.
I didn't know.
Go ahead, give us a question.
My question is, did y'all ever have like those hypothetical questions where like say if I wasn't here, how would you feel if I was, disappeared or gone? Did y'all ever have those type of conversations before?
With each other? Like if CT wasn't here, how is that what you mean?
Like say I guess it's relationship stuff. Like say if I got some people, they ask like their significant other question, like say hypothetically, how would you feel if I wasn't here? Like, you know, not like just wasn't here. Like, you know, if you haven't met me, how would you feel if you didn't meet me?
We don't have those conversations. The closest to those conversations we've had is if I'm like, yo, get out of here or leave me alone. And she'll say, you wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't here, or you'd miss me if I wasn't here. And I'll say something like that back to her, but we don't have conversations about it. We're not like those types of people.
Yeah, and I believe that we create our experiences every day based on our thoughts first. So the more you focus on something, that's what you put out to the universe. So the more that I want to entertain what life is like without him, I'm actually creating an experience with life without him. So I have no reason to do that. In fact, shout out to Ashley, who did a poem last night that actually quoted, she said that complaints are prayers for the devil. I love that quote. And that reminds me of what you just asked me, because me thinking about not having him here would create an experience of me not having him here. And that's something that would be like a prayer for the devil to me.
So, okay. And then another question to be, okay, so one last question. So this is for both of y'all. Besides, along with being husband and wife, what is it that if someone were to ask you guys, what is it about, like, say, at CT, say, Tanjareen, as somebody asks you, what is it about CT that stands out from others? If you were asked, if someone asked you, if like, what is it about CT that stand out from others, and then vice versa for CT, what is it about Tanjareen that stand out from others?
Oh, she's back to 30 FPS. That's hilarious. She on Earthlink?
She's back. She's clear now.
His arms stand out to me. Even before he started this workout, I'm very attracted to men's arms. I love his arms. I love his lips. I love his sense of humor. I love how hard he can make me laugh. I love seeing that he had the it factor in him the first time I ever saw him perform comedy. And I love that he prides himself in protecting me and providing for me. He's always like holding my hand when we're in public, telling me, you know, get over here, be careful, step over here. Like he's always trying to make sure I'm safe, and that turns me on.
So like I'm parenting 24 hours a day with Tanjareen.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. So I'll say her genuine smile. What was the question again, specifically?
Was a thing that I guess attracted me.
So someone were to ask you, what is it about Tanjareen that stands out from others, or what makes her
stands
different?
out? Got it. The standout is her compassion. She's extremely giving. She's very nurturing. She definitely makes me laugh. She is one of the most book smart, intelligent people I've ever met. Yeah, her body's great. I also appreciate her. I appreciate her attempts at docility. Attempts at docility. And yeah, her genuine smile makes me smile. Like the smile, and what I mean is we all have these smiles that we create, right? You have a smile where you're just like, oh, hey, oh, like that, right? And then you got the smile that you had since you were a little kid. And when I see her little kid smile, oh, it warms my heart every single time, because it's a genuine, happy smile. That's not even close to even being in the same room as it. But yeah, so those are some things.
Thank you for your question. Did you want to say anything else?
Yes. Thank you, Tanjareen, for coming to the my poetry face off. It really meant everything in the world to me. Like, it really, really did. It's CT. Don't let nobody or anything tell you differently. You know, you gotta great woman by your side, and you know you're a great husband and a fabulous comedian. Don't let nothing or anything or anyone tell you differently. And
Thank you, Ashley White. Always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Ashley. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the Discord as she shakes them out. Hey.
Bye. Yeah, I never doubt that you are an amazing wife. I never take that from you. I always, anytime somebody's like, oh, you are an incredible person and a great wife.
Thank you, baby. I know the smile you're talking about, CT. I fall in love with my lady all over again every time I see it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like the clip. I like to dip their shoulders and yell in the juggernaut, bitch. What are you talking about, David? CT, what are your top 5 things you should do to keep a marriage go round? Can we ask for that next week? Because we are out of time.
Gotta go. However, thank you guys so much. And to Tay and to Guy Tripp, thank you guys so much for the Cash App. I appreciate that. All the stars for Tanjareen. I appreciate that, young Dave. You're doing your thing. Gorilla Tap 1.
Hi, Gorilla Tap. Thanks for joining us. I just wanted to get this comment in here just because going through some marriage issues. He says, that was how I felt. And now my deepest fears are now reality, and having to deal with the death of someone who is still alive is the worst. That sounds dark, just because. If you ever want to get on and talk to us more about that, we are here every Wednesday.
You missed this one, Tanj. Where did it go? You missed that one.
I had it on screen earlier.
Oh, yeah? That's
CT
crazy.
is everything to Tanj, and there is nothing that can change that.
Seriously doubt that. However, it is so great for you guys.
Why was it so important for you to put that on the screen, CT?
Why did that make you
so happy?
Because I know your face. Ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure. And I mean that.
Where's your shows this week?
All right. I don't care where they are this week. I'm performing somewhere. I'm doing something. I was just at the Dolby Theater last week.
Yes. You guys know comedian Matt Rife?
You know, he's only one of the biggest comedians on the planet right now.
He has millions of followers on all the platforms, and CT hosted 4 shows for him this weekend.
It was great. Dolby Theater sold out. Matt asked me to be on the shows. I was very grateful. Love that guy, man. He's the same person. He's the exact same person as he was when he was 17 years old. And I love that kid. I'll never stop loving him. He'll never be canceled in my home. And if he had to get rid of a body, I'll come up with a reason to help him.
Not White Matt. Yes, White Matt.
Yeah.
Love watching the show. Thanks so much. Peace out, everyone. Bye, you guys. Matt Rife from Wildin' Out. Nice. Congrats, CT. 73.6% arguments.
Bandersnatch. I'll give you that one.
Twitch, bro.